I'm Paulette Millis. This is Lit Happens, and I'm sitting in for Wes Funk. We are here to showcase Saskatchewan authors. And today I'm so happy to introduce you to Laurie Bonello. Thank you for coming today, Laurie.
Thank you for inviting me, Paulette.
I guess the first thing I want to ask you, I'm so happy to have you. It's very special for me to interview you because we've had a similar path in a way in terms of our books. And the thing that I want to know is what prompted you to write about your experience?
Well, one of the major forces, I guess, behind that decision was that after my diagnosis of breast cancer, I did a lot of reading. Certainly, a lot of it was about the condition as well as, treatment and nutrition and everything related to health and well-being. But some of the books that really inspired me and helped me a lot through that time were accounts from other authors about their experience in dealing with challenges, and a lot of it was specific to dealing with a cancer diagnosis. So I really related to a lot of that type of personal human interest aspect of that part of going through cancer. And after I felt that I had enough kind of significant insights and learnings that it would be helpful for others to read about my story as well.
So that's who you wanted to connect with, other people that were in a similar situation.
Yes, and not only dealing with the diagnosis of cancer, but certainly any kind of significant loss that creates a change that's usually an unwanted change. Whether it's called cancer or another life-threatening illness or a loss of a loved one or even a job. That is life, and we always have to deal with those types of challenges.
Right. Actually, I wanted to comment on that I've read your book, of course, which I enjoyed greatly.
Thank you.
And I wanted to comment on the fact that when you said coping with loss, it's not just for cancer. Any of us or anyone who's gone through any kind of loss is going to benefit greatly from reading this book.
Thank you.
There are so many interesting things to look at that you've brought up. And I really enjoyed the book. I really enjoyed everything about it. It brings tears to my eyes. It was very good.
Thank you.
I also wanted to comment on something else you've done in your book. And I actually want to read just a little section. I was dry brushing my skin, a process that is considered detoxifying, and I noticed how quickly and roughly I was going through the motions. That recognition reminded me again of how I was always in a hurry, focused only on getting through the task at hand so that I could get on to the next one. And the realization that you had that I thought was so profound was you said, life was the moment, the task at hand, and my ability to enjoy or even to notice each movement was something I wanted to improve. I knew that I felt better when I was in that state of mind. And there's many of us who've read books or written books about healing. We look at the physical, we look at so many things, but I hadn't seen anybody put it quite that way, and it just really hit home for me. That no matter which practice you're taking, that your mind has to be on it. You can't just rush through everything and expect, well, I've done this and this and this and this, and now I'm going to be healed.
Right.
It's about your state of mind.
Right.
And I just thought that was profound.
Thank you. Yes, and that's something that, that's a new habit, was a new habit in my life, something that I'm still cultivating because my tendency is still to be in a rush.
Right.
And so that practice of always being mindful of, regardless of what we're doing, is so important. And I think that's where life happens. It passes you by when you're focused
On
behind
something
or ahead. That's
Right.
right. Yeah.
And how did the book come about? Did you self-publish? Did you hire your own designer? What did you do?
I did self-publish. Kind of the opportunity and time presented itself to sit down and write it. And I didn't even really, I guess I researched a bit what it would be like to submit to find a publisher, and was a little bit discouraged with that, especially with the amount of time that it takes and how naive I was at the time as well. So I did end up self-publishing.
Okay. And any other things you want to tell us about the way it was published, or any comments about the process? This was the first book for you, was it not? Yes.
Yes,
so any
it was.
comments on how that went?
Well, it was a huge learning experience, one that was really, really beneficial. The key for me was really finding a good editor, which helped immensely. Wanda Drury here in Saskatoon was my editor, and she I learned so much from her and have become a better writer because of the whole experience.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so now are you hooked on writing?
Yes. Yes, I certainly hope to do more writing. Yes.
Have you got anything in mind? What can we expect?
Well, kind of. I have written a few small articles, more as a hobby for magazines. But I would like to do a little bit more serious writing. So I've made a big decision to return to university. Actually,
Oh.
I start in a few weeks, and I am going to complete my degree in English, and that hopefully will support the writing, and we'll see where I go from there with that.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
And where can we get this book?
Well, you can order it online through my website is www.theroadtolife.com, and I offer free shipping in North America as well, and it's available here at McNally Robinson also.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about your journey?
Well, I think through any significant change in life, I think it's for a word of advice, I guess, to share is that take that time to slow your life down a little bit, mm-hmm. and take a moment to just really reflect to see if your life is going in the direction that you want it to. I think that's one of the benefits of having a significant change in life, mm-hmm. is that you can take that opportunity to kind of do a reassessment.
Okay, thank you. I think we're out of time. I just want to thank you so much. It's been great to meet you. And thank you for taking your time today.
You as well.
If you want to watch further episodes or past episodes, you can go to shaw.ca or www.westfunk.ca. Thank you.